Sai Ram. Mr. T.G. Krishnamurthy or TGK uncle and his wife Mrs. Saundarya Krishnamurthy or Saundarya auntie have been ardent devotees of Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba for many decades. They both hail from the city of Madras, which is today called Chennai, and TGK uncle has held various positions in the Sri Sathya Sai organizations in India. He was the district president for Madras. He was a member of the state trust, Tamil Nadu State Trust. He was also the convener of the Tamil Nadu State Trust. Later on, he became the president of the Sathya Sai Organization in Tamil Nadu, and he has served Swami in many ways. Professionally too, he is very accomplished, and his accomplishments include being the president of the Tamil Nadu Chamber of Commerce. However, all of these, in his opinion, pale into insignificance compared to the nearness and dearness that he has to Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. He considers his proximity, his love for Swami as the greatest achievement of his life. Yes, he has been blessed immensely by Swami. He has had the chance of being Swami's roommate. He has had the chance of being Swami's attendant. He has also been Swami's chauffeur. And it's fantastic, his story of how he came to Swami. And it's amazing. I'll tell you that much. And if you're interested, you can have a look at this interview that he has done with the Sri Sathya Sai International Organization. It's there at this link above. The interview is in 2 parts and all his stories are amazing. And I'm just covering one story here. For the others, you can go to that link, as I said. So TGK uncle in the 1970s had the privilege of being Swami's transport commissioner. What do I mean? It was TGK uncle who would lead a convoy of cars from Madras to wherever Swami was, either Vrindavan or Puttaparthi, and then pick up Swami and bring him in a convoy to Madras. And whenever Swami was in Madras, TGK uncle got the chance and opportunity of chauffeuring Swami around and taking him anywhere that he wished to go. Well, this video is about another transport commissioner, not TGK uncle alone. This is an amazing story of Mr. Hanumantha Rao, who was the transport commissioner for Madras Presidency. This is in the 1940s when the states of Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh had not yet come into existence. That time it was Madras Presidency and Hanumantha Rao was the transport commissioner. He is the one who also issued a driving license to Swami. The story of how they came to Swami and the beautiful leelas and mahimas have been described in detail in the first part of this video. Dear viewer, if you have not watched that, I would highly recommend that you watch that video and then come to this, because it will feel more nice, it will feel wonderful. It will be like having a dessert after a meal rather than having to go to the meal after eating the dessert. The first video covered one death and resurrection. Now this video will cover another death and resurrection, and I'm sure that it will take your breath away and fill your heart with joy and devotion. This is an episode from the late 1970s, most probably the January of 1979, and that year for Pongal, which is a very important festival for the people of Tamil Nadu, Swami had decided to bless the people by traveling to Madras. And again, the privilege, the pleasure and the joy of escorting Swami and being the transport commissioner for Swami came to TGK uncle. Now TGK uncle had taken a convoy of cars from Madras to Vrindavan, and there, you know, Swami was so meticulous in his planning, who will sit in which car, what will be the order of the cars, what should be the snacks that go into the car. It would depend on the people in the car, their age, whether they had diabetes. If somebody had diabetes, Swami would pack only salty savories in it, no sweets because they're diabetic. All of these, you know, depending on the bathroom breaks that need to be taken. So much thought Swami would put into it, and that is why he is the Lord, you know. Perfection is not a small thing, but it lies in small things. And Swami would take care of all these little things with such perfection. And TGK uncle, even to this day as he narrates, he marvels at the perfectionist that Swami is. So that year Swami had travelled and come to Madras, And in Madras too, as I said, TGK uncle would be chauffeuring him. Every day he would come to Swami, and Major Rayanangar, he was the state president of Tamil Nadu back then, and he would tell TGK uncle, hey listen, today Swami wants to go here, this is there, that is this, and this is where you have to go, and the whole day's itinerary and plan would be told to him. And because he knew Madras like the back of his hand, he would decide the routes and everything and keep everything planned. You must remember that these are the days when there was no GPS, there were no maps, apps or anything like that. It was all over here for TGK uncle. Now this particular day, Swami just calls directly TGK uncle. When he goes to first to Major Rayanangar, Major Rayanangar says, I don't know, Swami didn't tell me anything today. Looks like you only have to get the plans from Swami. And Swami tells TGK uncle, just keep the car ready, I am coming, we will go. Now the practice was, there would be motorcycle escorts that would go in front of Swami's car. It was one way of clearing the road also as much as possible. I don't think there was too much traffic back in those days. But more importantly, it was a chance for some of the youth to escort the Lord. Everything that Swami does and gives is like a chance for people. And so with the motorcycle escorts, the car started and TGK uncle was driving. And Swami said, let's turn right over here. You see, the final destination has not yet been told. So Swami is guiding him. And what TGK uncle would do is, he would put on the indicator so that the bikes going in the front, in the rear view mirrors, they can see, oh right, Swami wants to turn right. So they turn right. They use the indicators not just for indicating the vehicles behind, but uncle is also indicating to the bikes in front. So since Swami told to put on the right indicator, he put on the right indicator and the bikes turned to the right. Now as they came to the junction, Swami said, no, turn left, turn left. Luckily there was not much traffic, and though the right indicator was on, uncle turned the car to the left and they went into the left road. He was just hoping that the bikes will notice that Swami's car has not turned, they will turn around, come catch up, and then he will allow them to overtake and take back their positions, piloting the car. But before anything could happen, Swami directed him with a quick series of turn left, turn right, turn left, turn right, turn left, and in no time, even TGK uncle, who knew Madras like the back of his hand, was lost. Surely the bike people will not be able to find. Swami directed him to a Lady Willington hospital. This is a very old hospital. It was established back in 1932. And there they reached the main gate. It's around 11:10, and TGK uncle knew this very popular hospital. He also knew that 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. the hospital was shut. No, it's not visiting hours. So he told Swami, I don't think we can visit the hospital at this time. Swami said, no, drive the car to the front porch. And when they went, surprisingly, though it was 11:10, the gate was open and uncle drove the car to the main porch. Swami got out from the car and he's entering the hospital like any commoner, because there's no escort, there's no arrangement, nobody knows that Swami is going to this hospital. And TGK uncle gets down from the car, he's thinking what I should do now, and Swami says, no, you sit in the car, I'll go and come. Swami, you just sit there, Swami tells him. So he sits in the car and Swami walks and goes up. No mobile phones, no way to call and tell anybody what is happening. He is now thinking, oh God, Major Rayanangar, he's an army person. He will shoot me, I'm telling you. Nobody knows where Swami is, and Swami is suddenly gone, and he's also wondering other things. What if the car has a puncture? There's nobody to help, nothing, nobody knows, right? Even as he's getting worried like this, Swami returns. He sits in the back seat and he says, come, let's go back to Sundaram. Yes, Sundaram was not yet built back in those days, but in 1976 itself, Swami had materialized a medallion in Ooty and made many predictions. I will not go into that because I have described it at length at this link above. You can have a look at that. But in that medallion, Swami had said there are centers in India that would come up. One center was where Madras is also. And so in 1976 itself, a land had been procured for building this Sundaram. But Swami would often tell, no, this place is not Sundaram, this building is not Sundaram, it is not very beautiful. In 1981 only Sundaram came, but there was an old building there before. So Swami said, let's go to that Sundaram, And as they are driving, TGK uncle asks, Swami, if you permit me to ask, I would like to ask, why did we come to this hospital, Swami? And Swami says, Parvatamma died an hour ago and the doctors were preparing her death certificate. So I just went and woke her up and she's fine. Swami narrates this as if he's telling that he went to the market and purchased some vegetables and fruits. Now TGK uncle's jaw almost dropped and he is looking at Swami in the rear view mirror, and Swami says, look front, look at the road, concentrate on the road. And Swami says, Papam, she was thirsty. Who is this Miss Parvathamma? As I said, it's already there in the previous video. She is the wife of Mr. Hanumantha Rao, the Transport Commissioner of Madras Presidency, and all of that is in that linked video. It's also there in the description section, the link to that previous video. So Swami says she was thirsty, so she wanted some water. And I told her that in her condition, it's better that she has some coffee. I gave her some coffee. Now, when TGK uncle asks, Swami, you didn't carry any flask or anything with you. Where did you get coffee from? Swami said, no, I just put my hand near her mouth and from my little finger, coffee came. She drank how much of a coffee she needed, 1 cup of coffee, and she's fine. And Swami said, see, she has got lots of service yet to be done. She has to do. She has to be the chairperson of the Andhra Mahila Mahasabha. And so much responsibilities are there on her. That's why she has work to do, so I brought her back. And now they head to Sundaram. And as they reach there, there is panic. Everybody, where were you? What had happened? But yes, till Swami goes to his room, they're all peaceful. After that, Major Rayanangar had prepared a firing squad for TGK uncle. But TGK uncle just said, no, I will tell you later. Now it's something is there urgently I have to do. He told something because Swami had not instructed him whether he can tell others or not about this whole thing. But he was very eager to know what had happened back at the hospital. So he sat in the car, his own car, and drove back to the Lady Wellington Hospital. It was around 12:30 now in the afternoon. And as he neared the gate, he wanted to go in. The watchman comes now and says, stop, sir. After 4 o'clock only, no visiting hours. He says, no, I know that, but just now we had come at around 11:10. I had parked my car in the porch right in front of the main entrance itself, and the person had gone in. No, what are you? Whom are you bluffing? Don't try to tell these lies, sir. 10:59 sharp, I myself have locked the gate, and since then the gate has been locked. I am not going to open the gate. What is he telling? Gate was not locked. And now an argument and discussion is going on between this watchman and TGK uncle. Luckily at that time, a doctor whom TGK uncle knew very well, who was working in this Lady Wellington Hospital, comes over there and he says, hey, Krishnamurthy, and they acquaint themselves with each other, they meet each other, and the doctor takes him inside. That is how he is able to get in. And as he goes in, he is seeing what has happened there. The doctors say that something amazing has happened because Parvatamma, there was this patient who passed away, and even as they were preparing the death certificate, they heard some murmuring and some nurses came running, and when they went, she's hale and hearty, she's sitting on the bed, and she said that she had a lovely coffee. Now TGK uncle couldn't hold back. He rushed directly to Parvathamma Garu and he asked her what happened. She said, I was asleep and I could hear somebody calling out my name, Parvathamma. Third time when I heard, I realized it is Swami, and I woke up and Swami was there. And Swami said, what are you doing here? You have got so much work to do. Andhra Mahila Mahasabha is waiting for you. I said, okay, Swami. Swami said, either today evening they'll discharge you. By tomorrow morning, you be out. You come back and resume your duties. Yes, Swami, I said, and I was feeling thirsty, so I just was looking for water. Swami told me that instead of water, you have some coffee, it will be better. And how did you get coffee? No, Swami put his hand near my mouth and from his little finger, coffee oozed out. I had one full cup of warm, nice coffee, and after that, Swami blessed me and he left. He was here for 10 minutes. And now, TGK uncle, his heart throbbing wildly, his mind racing, he is just not able to comprehend. He drove back to his home. He has not told anybody, he doesn't know what to do. Takes a little rest, and by 3 o'clock he is back. He is back in Sundaram, and Swami summons him directly and asks him, after dropping me here, where did you go? Swami, I had gone home. No, before going home, where did you go? Swami, I went to Lady Wellington Hospital. Why? Why you went there? Swami, he doesn't know what to say. Swami says, because you didn't believe what I said. You wanted to go and verify. Is that it? No, Swami, I believe whatever you said, Swami. But that is a blessed devotee. I just wanted to meet her and I wanted to hear her side of the story as well. That's all, Swami. Then Swami asked him, why did you want to hear to that story? Because you want to go and tell it to everybody. You are not telling this story to anyone, okay? Let go of the story. You will not share this with anyone. And dear brothers and sisters, believe it or not, as TGK uncle confesses, within moments after Swami having said this, it is not that he chose not to reveal this story to anyone. That entire memory itself was wiped clean. He totally forgot about the resurrection of Parvatamma. And you know what happened? As far as Mrs. Parvatamma is concerned, she did not know that she had passed away and she has come back. She just felt that Swami visited her in the hospital and said, get discharged next day. It's only those doctors who hurriedly destroyed the certificates and didn't tell her, because it will look like they are being incompetent. How can you declare a hale person, hale and hearty person to be dead, right? So that's what it was. Now fast forward 20 years later, nearly 20 years later, 1998, Swami is in Kodaikanal. In 1995, TGK uncle was made the state president for the Sathya Sai Organization in Tamil Nadu. And in 1998, he was looking after and organizing everything that was happening in Kodaikanal, because that comes in Tamil Nadu, his state, right? That time somebody came running to him and said, "Sir, Swami is calling you." So he quickly rushed to Swami, and there's a slope that leads up to the mandir there at Sai Shruti, Kodaikanal. So TGK uncle ran up the slope, and when he reached Swami, he was huffing and panting, That is how we have to respond to Swami. The minute he calls, we have to rush. And Swami, so lovingly took a glass of water and poured it in his mouth and told him, relax, Krishnamurthy, relax. And then Swami said, do you remember? Remember what? Swami said, how I gave coffee to Parvatamma, like that I gave water to you now. Wow, that's a sentence that is pregnant with so much meaning. Whatever it is, that is left for the devotee to interpret. But it was that moment, almost 20 years later, that whole memory came back. Oh yes, Swami. The Lord is the one who controls our mind. He has such power. He is the universal supreme power. We think, we are deluded by Maya, and we think that we are thinking. We think that Swami knows this, Swami doesn't know this. It reminds me of the story of that boy who thought that Swami is forgetting a bhajan. You know that story, right? In case you don't, have a look at it at this link above. Amazingly hilarious, but beautifully poignant. TGK uncle, because Swami had said, you are not going to tell this to anyone, forget about it. It was not a request from Swami, it was a command, and his mind had erased it. Till 20 years later, when Swami brought it back with a sip of water, his whole memory came back. And after that, of course, Swami only told him, and he has shared this experience to students. He has shared it even in his own interviews that have been published on the Sri Sathya Sai International Organization YouTube channel. In case you wish to see them, you can see them at this link above. Beautifully, he has narrated it. That is the power of the Lord, and this is the resurrection of Parvatamma Garu. Decades after this couple had lost their son, Ishwari Prasad Dattatreya, and they had felt that Swami didn't save him from death. Here, she was resurrected from death. And after her resurrection, all doubts anybody would have had about Swami's divinity, all the sorrow, everything was just gone. It was a resurrection of faith. It was a resurrection of hope. It was a resurrection of great joy that we are in the presence of the living avatar. Dear brothers and sisters, that statement holds good. That's why I told it in present tense. We are in the presence of the living avatar. Don't be foolish. Let us not be foolish in thinking that April 24, 2011, the avatar left. No. Swami has always been there. Swami is always there. Swami will always be there. He is the one who takes us from death to immortality. Mrityorma amrutangamaya, asatoma satgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amrutangamaya. How blessed are we that we have such a Lord in our lives. Dear Swami, may the love that we have for you in our hearts keep growing stronger every passing moment. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.